Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing fantastic and that you're all having a wonderful day. Leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing helps out the channel immensely. Very big thank you to everyone who is a clicker of affiliate links. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. For those of you not looking at the screen, I dare you to guess what's taking place in the crypto market. It says Bitcoin's price turns red as bears take over the crypto market. Oh no, there's a bear on the screen. That must indicate that bears are back in the market. Yeah, so that was sarcasm. At the moment, can you guess what? The cryptocurrency market is red, and it's probably not what you're thinking. It says technical analysis, not really. Ethereum key indicators suggest a strengthening case for more losses. If you've paid attention to the last, I want to say 194 videos, I'm pretty sure you see exactly where that's going. I'm not sure what it is, but I get a little chuckle out of reading a lot of these websites that claim to have some type of an indicator that tells them exactly where the cryptocurrency market is going to go. And you know, we've seen this thousands of times, and it's usually always the exact same answer, because if there's no logic in Ethereum's issuance rate dropping by 90% and still falling, you know, the inverse is also correct as well. It says it says Bitcoin BTCs with an S. Bull and bear tug of war may have traders waiting for a long time. Nope, that's still also not it. After Ethereum's merge, Arthur Hayes says this is the only chart that matters. For some reason, everyone's throwing an immense amount of energy behind Ethereum. Wait, I didn't phrase that correctly. Everyone keeps pretending that other worldwide events aren't taking place and that Ethereum's going to do something else. Yeah, that one actually works. There's, as you might have imagined, I told you we're going to be in this space for quite a bit of time. There's an enormous amount of news still surrounding the merge, whether it be negative and or positive. On the Bitcoin side of things, a lot of Bitcoin maximalists are saying, hey, I thought Ethereum was going to surge after the merge, and they keep forgetting that Bitcoin is also falling in price, so they should probably just be a bit nicer. And then on the other side, you genuinely just have tons of people who like Ethereum who are kind of just still celebrating that it actually worked. I told you one of the possibilities was that it was not going to work, as we've been waiting a number of years for it, and people had kind of, I don't want to use the term lost faith, but it's more like you can't keep saying that something's going to happen for 6 years and then it, actually ends up taking place. So it says community celebrates Ethereum merge. Here are some improvements so far. And yeah, those were the only two tabs for that. So Ethereum is down. The entire market's down. I'm pretty sure you can guess why. It's not rocket science at this point. We've gone over this tens of thousands of times. However, there was a second event that also took place that is more than likely also an additional reason as to why Ethereum fell. So remember when I was talking to all of you, this was 2 weeks ago or something like that, when we got indications that there were a handful of very greedy people who were trying to split the Ethereum blockchain in an effort to make a brand new coin that was going to be garbage that nobody was going to use, but they were adamant that they wanted to make money in another way and it was going to launch. Right, that coin. It's called ETH-POW. It is literally Ethereum proof of work. That is what the POW stands for. And I told all of you, if we got an indication that this coin was going to, or actually did launch, it was going to be bad for the Ethereum price. There would be a movement up in price as people anticipated some type of an airdrop or something like that, which might also not be happening because it's only being supported by very low tier cryptocurrency exchanges. And then also they tried to launch it, and guess what? It didn't work out that well. What? Surprising. Hours after Ethereum successfully completed its merge to proof of stake, ETH-POW the network's rival offshoot. A rival actually means you can stand toe-to-toe with me in the ring. This coin is just garbage. Intended to preserve proof of work on a forked version of Ethereum, took its own mainnet live on Thursday afternoon. The moment was pitched as a triumph for ETH miners left behind by Ethereum's transition, but they've known this for 6 years, keeping that in mind. It's not like this was simply sprung on them. If we knew, they knew. They were trying to market this as something like, no, we need Ethereum to remain proof of work because it's better for the network. No, it's better for the people who have all the equipment. They chose, hear me out here, they chose at some point to buy hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of machines to plug into a network that they knew eventually was going to transition to proof of stake. Right. So it launched and it said, instead, it quickly unraveled into chaos. What? I can't believe that. That's crazy. Shortly after the ETH-POW mainnet debuted on Thursday, users began experiencing issues accessing the network. They couldn't get onto it. It wasn't working. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I don't understand why a crappy network would have crappy problems. It quickly became clear that part of the issue was that ETH-POW had chosen a chain ID that was already in use. What? Chain IDs, created to facilitate the hard fork of Ethereum Classic in 2016, served as a fingerprint for a specific network and help blockchains confirm the unique identity of on-chain assets. The chain ID designated by ETH-POWs was apparently already in use by the Bitcoin Cash testnet. No way! As there is no central authority or registry of chain IDs can be chosen arbitrarily. Nonetheless, pre-hard fork testing would likely have uncovered the conflict. So you mean they didn't test it and they were just doing this for a cash grab? Well, that just sounds crazy. Who in their right mind would have done that? I don't think Justin Sun would have done anything just for money. That's really weird, right? So the news is that ETH-POW launched. A lot of people who are cash grabbers tried to jump in on the event. The coin's price immediately went up to $51 and then slammed back down to $16. Right. But part of the issue also is that events like this also have a direct effect on the original coin's price. If you were not here a couple of weeks ago, we went over this as well. I showed you the charts. I showed you the news articles. Same thing happened for Bitcoin. When Bitcoin Cash first came out, a lot of people, you would assume that people would know the difference between Ethereum and ETH-POW. But once again, you know not the levels of stupidity in this market. If people don't understand exactly what the move to the merge meant, or the merge event happening actually meant for the supply of Ether or the burn, and also we are officially deflationary now, and the price still goes down, my friend, that is just dumbness. I don't know if dumbness is a word, but you definitely understood what I meant. So a lot of people back then got quite confused. Are there two Bitcoin now? I don't really understand what's taking place. And then also, you also have the really weird people who kind of like follow the trend and they actively jump into these coins thinking that Bitcoin Cash was going to... Think about this. People before, and I know you can chuckle about it now, but back then this was serious. People before actually thought that Bitcoin Cash was going to become the #1 coin. Right. So yeah, imagine this. They actually sold off their Bitcoin and just bought Bitcoin Cash because they believed the people who said that Bitcoin Cash was actual Bitcoin. And here's an even crazier one. When Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's Vision launched, Bitcoin's price and Bitcoin Cash's price both fell. Can you guess why? Not only was there hyper confusion in the market, as is there now a third Bitcoin going around, people also sold their now valuable Bitcoin for Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's Vision. Never, ever underestimate exactly how dumb people can be in the market. Never underestimate it, because you'd be disgusted and quite shocked. So yeah, ETH-POW has officially launched. It's barely being supported by anyone. There's a couple of exchanges. You definitely haven't heard of them. Enter with caution. There's always going to be one person who is quite curious and they go looking for it, and then they realize in a year and a half that they've lost all of their money. But alas, once again, you can lead a crypto trader to water, but you can't make them think. Also in the news, yeah, in probably the happiest news story of the day, it says Ethereum merger done and dusted. Crypto markets now prepare for a gigantic plunge. I saw this one. I laughed out loud. I nearly barked, if you can say that. Like, this was, whoever wrote this title, I mean, you deserve a golf clap, because I have you assume by the beginning of it it's going to be nice and happy. Crypto markets now prepare for a gigantic plunge. So a lot of analysts within the cryptocurrency space are announcing that the cryptocurrency market is going to fall. This seems to be the general trend of things. But I'll actually do you one better, and I'm going to give you some actual logic. For those of you not looking at the screen, it says NASDAQ drops more than 1% as market comeback stumbles. Dow closes at lowest level in 2 months. I told you earlier you knew exactly where this was going. Dow stumbles as fears of a longer hawkish Fed policy bite. Yeah, that's right. So as we've seen the last couple of months, there's no logic in the cryptocurrency space. Cool, I got it. We'll get there eventually. But also, the stock market keeps falling, and every time that the stock market falls, we know that crypto is also going to fall. So whenever I wake up and I look at the price charts and I see that the crypto market is down, we can only assume that the stock market is doing the exact same thing. So remember, it was around February, March, somewhere around that time, we got indications that inflation was high. They said it was transitory, but we knew they were trans-lying. And then it got to the point where they were like, hey, we're going to do something to make sure that inflation goes down. It's not going to work, but we're still going to act like we're doing something, and that was raising interest rates. And then they told us they were going to start raising interest rates, but we got indications around summertime that September would be the last time that they would do so. This is just kind of the time frame for what it was. I don't know where the article was. I go over news every single day. I can't find it. Amazing. So we got news that there would be multiple interest rate raises, and it was really interesting because every single time we got closer to it, the market fell, as if they didn't realize that they were about to announce that they were going to be raising interest rates. The news in the cryptocurrency space was always the same as well. Hey, guess what, guys? I got a technical analyzing feeling that the market's about to fall. And I was like, whoa, where are they getting that from? Are they simply reading CNBC? That's crazy how psychic these people are. So the news that we have now, and why markets everywhere are falling. A lot of people keep pointing, well, don't you see that crypto's down? I know somebody, I don't think he watches the video, but I was very close to opening up my hand and swinging it backwards in his general direction the other day. He was asking me, how are things going? How's every so-and-so? And he goes, yeah, so the cryptocurrency market was falling. And I was like, I assume you also have stocks and property and the value of those are falling as well. And he went, so as the almost said the fled, as the Fed keeps raising interest rates and what inflation is not dropping, we now have indications, probably not the right word, that they are probably going to continue raising interest rates. And this is why markets are falling, because the idea has been that they would kind of stop at a certain point. Inflation would have gotten under some type of magical control, and the Fed would simply go, cool, we're at a 4 or 5% interest rate, no more, not going to happen anymore. And they would simply go back to printing more money to prop back up the stock market. Everyone would be happy. Prices would rise once again. But there's a lot of recession talk now, i.e. the stock markets continuing to fall around the world, simply because the Fed is like, after September, we might continue doing it again. So mathematically, they cannot do this forever. That is kind of the one magical silver lining, if you will. We do not have a secondary date, i.e. we know that next week, I believe the 21st, is the next Fed rate hike. Expect another drop in the market. That is not financial advice. It is simply logical to what we have seen over the last nearly 9 months. expect a drop in price, and then expect more fear in the markets as we hear of a potential another rise in October or November or December or January or February. I would love if they just simply rose interest rates by 3% right now so we could kind of get it over with. I feel like that would send a clear message and a shock through the market that they're planning on doing it anyway. And when I say they can't do this forever, they cannot have a 10% interest rate because the world's economy would completely collapse. No one is taking out debt or getting a credit card or a mortgage or a loan on 10% debt. It is simply just not happening. So at a certain point, they have to stop. And once again, that's the silver lining. It's just a matter of when. I've discussed with my friends, and I'm telling all of you as friends as well, I'm giving it to spring. I give it to like March. That's probably when we'll see like an uptick back in all markets. I assume the Fed is going to continue trying to do whatever they're currently doing. But at the Mokins. At the moment, markets are reacting the way that they simply are on news that there will be a Fed rate hike. Also, stock futures are also down. Something happened with FedEx, and everyone's losing their mind over FedEx. I don't know that FedEx was that important to America, but alas, here we are. That's basically all the price news that we have. Stocks are down, crypto's down, NFTs are down. And listen, here we go. I've heard a lot of people. I've seen all of you months ago. Oh gosh, I wish prices were lower. My goodness, how I wish they were low so I could buy. I need more Bitcoin. I desperately need more Ether. Oh, why is Dogecoin at 15 cents? Well, buddy boy and buddy girl. There you go. So I'm buying regardless. I don't know if I told you all this before. If prices are up, I'm buying. If prices are down, I'm still buying. Especially all the very inexpensive. Anyway, that's the price news. What? Prices are down. I can't believe it. The world doesn't make any sense. And without further ado, let's move on. Also in the news, meme-inspired cryptocurrency Dogecoin is now officially, here's the weirdest news in the world, is now officially the second largest proof-of-work crypto. Weird, right? Bitcoin, of course, remains number one, though the well-followed meme coin is still comfortably ahead of the third-place proof-of-work cryptocurrency, which is Ethereum Classic. With the market cap of $4.69 billion, Litecoin is at $4 billion and Monero is at 2.65. Yeah, weird news, right? So Dogecoin is now the number 2 proof-of-work coin in the world. I wonder if they're going to get more, the word's not acceptance. A lot of people who believe in proof-of-work really believe in proof of work, and I wonder if people will start switching their computing power to mining more Dogecoin as well. So not the grandest news in the world, but news like this always finds a way into the market. People look around for something that they believe is significant. I mean, I guess it is. This coin started as a complete joke. Like, we know the people who made it. I wish they would just simply leave Twitter because their little love arguments are just so exhausting to see constantly popping up in the timeline. But yeah, Dogecoin, if you can believe it, is now the number 2 proof of work coin. I guess this should have been expected, but I mean, once again, it's been 6 years. No one really believed, I think, that we were ever going to actually get Ethereum 2.0, but alas, here we are. Ethereum Classic is the third largest proof of work coin, and also I think the market is still waiting to see if people are going to shift their attention there. There's been no major news of it, but we'll see. Most coins, if you hadn't noticed, are actually just proof of stake. That seems to be the future trend of all markets. Yeah, that's the Dogecoin news. Woo! There's a Doge sitting on a pedestal. If you aren't looking at the screen, He has a little bandana and it has like flowers and leaves on it. Good boy. That's the Dogecoin news. And yeah, let's move on. Also in, for some reason, people got riled up over this, and I assume that they don't even live their news. Thailand's SEC has recently decided to ban crypto companies from offering staking and lending services. The primary reason behind doing so was to safeguard traders from the potential risks that are associated with crypto lending. Many prominent crypto lenders have also suffered liquidity issues in recent times owing to the market downturn. The decision to ban the depository services included paying return to the depositors, and it was created to primarily protect traders from the risks that have been associated with crypto lenders. So a lot of people were like, centralization, you can't do this. They're the Thai SEC. They can do whatever they want because they're the Thai SEC. Like I said, I'm sure a lot of you don't even live in Thailand, so I don't understand where a lot of the anger came from. The other news is, yeah, so remember like last year when I was like, hey guys, a lot of these DeFi platforms seem a little wonky. Be cautious when using them. And everyone was like, TMI, that doesn't make any sense. There's no wrongdoing in the cryptocurrency space. And then like 15 of these platforms collapsed and had no liquidity and no money. Celsius and Babel. And then like everyone was kind of losing their minds. And now we've gotten to this point where the SEC keeps having to step in all the time for everything that's in the cryptocurrency space. So I understand why they're doing this or why this has been done. I think the staking thing is just them trying to get control over another industry that they did not have control over. Once again, these entire regulatory communities or jobs are kind of fleeting, if you will, because we don't really need them anymore, especially when you can. Anyway, the entire point is the staking part I don't really understand because people are going to be staking regardless on their own computers or on Exodus or wherever they decide to do so. The lending thing I kind of get because a lot of people don't understand lending rates. A lot of times people will see that their annual yield from lending can be like 800%, and they're like, that seems normal, and it's not. Those aren't normal numbers that you should be getting. So once again, if you don't live in Thailand, this doesn't affect you. This was one of the most popular news stories that was floating out there. And yeah, all SECs are trying to get control over everything right now. The US SEC just announced that they assume that any coin that isn't Bitcoin is probably a security. So, you know, it's just about control at this point. So yeah, the Thai SEC is not allowing cryptocurrency companies from offering staking and lending services. If people really want to do something, they're going to do it. They will probably simply just circumvent the services from the companies and do it on their own computers because that's what happens in the future. You can do all those things. That's how the future works. Yeah. That's the Thai SEC news. Yeah. Let's move on. How do I always, get it together? As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters. GBU Wally, Dotha Diddy, sure, Manny Cryptos, Crypto Gambino, Bubble Mode, How's Life Austin, Auspicious Agile and Blockchain, Jamie Saad, Blockchain Simplified, and let's move on. Empire Queen, Roman, Gaba, Bitcoin Ben Arachno, Dave, Tony, Ambroski, The Dealer's Den, Captain Something in the Z, Away, Ale, Mobarazi, VB Nerd 21, Miguel Grillet, Lauren De Silva, Quarter Bitty, Troy, Olga, Space Taste, Need a Miracle, Paternoster, Navarro Williams, Utopia 569, Moonman High, XRP, Martin, Stoyo, Nostromo, John Sarsini, Animal Rita, Bilbiophobia, Todd Mullis, Adam Graysick, Wise 9, Owl, 242 to the World Bankroll Network, Crypto Artist, Cool D3D, Sesuna, Richie Rich III, Paxis, Nick Mangialavori, Jim Gardner, Jeremy Fox, Minting Coins, Yes to Crypto, Bonami, Buttface, Inside Fitness, Muscle, Staff, Bake Me a Cake, Tigger, Macho, Nisa, All Crypto with Lionel and Crayola Michelle, URL. Thank you all very, very much for your continued support. Thank you to everyone who has who has liked, who has commented, who is subscribed, who has subscribed right now, who is a member of the channel, who's a clicker of affiliate links. Thank you for all the support on the art, on the new channel, and also on Money Rules. I do thank all of the at the Memento Bitcoin is currently at 19,744 US dollars. It is down by 2.3%. Ethereum is at 1,494. It is down by 9.76 percentile points. I assume this has to do with the general market downturn and also with the other crappy Ethereum being released. Binance coin is down by 1%, XRP is down by 4, Solana is down by 5, Polkadot is down by 3, Matic is down by 6 percentile points as well. Ethereum Classic is down by 11.53%. Leo said Unis Leo is down by 5. Anything else crazy? Cosmos is up by 2. Chainlink is up by 2. Litecoin is down by 8 percentile points as well. Flow is down by 5. Anything else crazy? ApeCoin is down by 6%. Quant is up by 2. Chiliz is up by 6.4% as well. Yeah, the market's down. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Enjoy your Friday if you can. Hopefully, like, your boss isn't there, or like maybe you can leave early. Not telling you to leave early explicitly is more like, I hope that there's a situation where you can get out of work earlier so that you can get back home or go hang out with friends. I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, commenting, liking, and or supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to, my leg. I don't know if you heard that crack. That was terrible. Oh boy, be talking to you all soon. See you.